You can see behind us here, it is a calm, clear morning. This definitely not the case, not the story from yesterday. In fact, breaking overnight, the mayor of Cottage Grove has declared a state of emergency, and this is because of the storm damage that you see right here. Mayor Myron Bailey says that the property owners should contact their insurance company if there's any damage. They say the city will not, though, enter private property to remove trees or debris. Cottage Grove will be conducting curbside pickup of private debris. You do need to place that debris at the curb by Sunday. The city will also be removing or trimming trees along the public streets. Now, we do have a crew heading out to that area this morning. We will have a live report starting at 5:30. And there were several reports of tornadoes in both Minnesota and yesterday. You can see traffic cameras here. They spotted this. This is just off of I-94. It's right near Baldwin.
Yeah, that is scary.
Wisconsin.
That is really scary. Take a closer look here. It appeared as a tornado warning was issued for that area, and soon after, wind and rain came whipping across the interstate. It stopped traffic for miles. Now, some people in the metro didn't even have a fully chance to clean up from our first two storms, and then they had to deal with this yet again.
Okay, so this right here, this is a major mess out in Andover. Last night, crews were using front end loaders to clear the streets. Also in Andover, Lydia is sharing these pictures from her hobby farm. You can see a tree split right in half. This is over her garden, and a gazebo flipped over there. Now, thankfully, the birds that live there were able to make it through okay. Also, massive trees down all over the metro and beyond. This one right near home in Anoka.
Yeah, and then check out this picture from Champlin. Huge tree. Took some of the ground with it when it tipped. And here's another one that fell really close to someone's house. Yikes. And another one crushed a chain link fence. And a similar sight in Fridley. Powerful winds pulled trees out by the roots. Now, thankfully, they fell onto the street and not onto nearby homes.
Power restoration and cleanup crews are being kept very busy this week.
They certainly are. Take a look at some of the mess still there in St. Paul. This is days after the storm. This is in the Como neighborhood, not too far from the fairgrounds. And remember, some people are still without power right now. WCCO's Mariel Mose shows us how crews are working hard to get everyone's lights back on.
Just awoke to a loud bang and flash of light, and then next thing you know, I look down and I have glass on my feet.
3 days later, and Scott Sider still has a large tree in his backyard.
The tree, 120-foot maple, I think, from 2 houses down, fell across the last 3 backyards, so exciting times.
Scott is thankful he didn't lose power, but his next-door neighbor, not so lucky. He did the neighborly thing, though, running an extension cord from his house to theirs.
It's good for the neighborhood here because we interact more and sharing coffee and freezers and refrigerators so stuff doesn't spoil.
Not far down the road, this street along Como Lake is still a mess with fallen trees and no power.
That looks like it'll be a good incentive for us to replace the sidewalk, right? Yeah, but we will have to. And in these circumstances, that comes with the territory.
Andy Rodriguez with St. Paul Parks and Recreation says they prioritize clearing roads of large trees, but debris along side streets will take some time.
This will be a multi-week kind of cleanup response on behalf of our teams, working kind of extra time, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Xcel Energy says power in the metro is 99% restored, and they brought in extra staff to make that happen. But now they're on standby for the next storm.
We're definitely ensuring that we have the resources available for that storm as well.
In St. Paul, Mariel Mose, WCCO News.
Minneapolis Parks and Recreation clears trees after storms as well. You are encouraged to report fallen trees in your neighborhood if they have not been picked up just yet.
The mayor of Cottage Grove has declared a state of emergency.
He says severe storms have damaged properties and toppled trees. We want to check in now with our Shayla Reeves, who has made her way to Cottage Grove. Shayla, let us know what you're seeing.
Well, right now, AJ, we are looking at neighborhoods that are still in the dark. Folks are going to be waking up this morning still without service, and they're also in some places waking up to a lot of debris. We are looking at a tree here near the intersection of East Point Douglas Drive and East Point Douglas Court. That tree uprooted by this storm. You can see it toppled, nearly blocking the road right here in this cul-de-sac. And right on the other side of this tree, there are still more trees that were knocked down by this storm. We are getting a first-hand look at the impact, the damage left behind as that system rolled through. We know that residents in this area have been urged by the mayor to stay off roads in the west side of Cottage Grove. large trees down on many roadways. Public Works working to remove those trees to make those areas safer. We know that they are, according to the mayor, closing most major intersections because people are waking up and they're trying to assess exactly what they're dealing with out here. Now, the city is in contact, we're learning, with Xcel Energy as they work to restore service to those impacted neighborhoods. In addition, the mayor is saying at this point, he is proud of his community. He said in a difficult situation like this, it is bringing out the best in people. But certainly still a lot of work to do as folks try to figure out what impact this storm had on their home, on their specific neighborhoods. We do know from the city, though, that they have declared this state of emergency because of the damage. The mayor urging residents to contact their insurance company to report the damage that they're experiencing. We're told the city, though, if you have a lot of debris, if you're dealing with those trees, they're not going to enter your private property to remove those debris, pieces of debris in those trees. Cottage Grove is going to be conducting curbside pickup for folks with private areas, so that if you do want to put those trees out, you will be able to do so for pickup curbside on Sunday. The city is removing and trimming trees on public streets as well. That cleanup process underway as folks also wake up and figure out how much cleanup they'll be doing on their own. So we'll go ahead and send it back to you guys. We'll be out here throughout the morning with live reports. Heather and AJ.
Yeah, you know, we talked about people getting out and doing things, going to the cabin or going to the Minnesota State Fair. Some people are going to be cleaning up from the storms.
Absolutely.
You know, after this week that we've had, right? Shayla Reeves, thank you. So we know strong storms don't just threaten our homes and businesses, but they also put wildlife at risk as well. The Wildlife Rehabilitation Center in Roseville took in nearly 250 new animals on Tuesday and Wednesday alone. A lot of them are babies knocked out of their tree homes and brought in by the boxful.
There was a little gray squirrel dragging his back legs around my backyard, and I kept him in the garage overnight. I wrapped him in towels, and so I brought him in.
Experts say this is peak season, litter squirrel season, so the critters are extra vulnerable. The Wildlife Rehabilitation Center has had a nursery dedicated to feeding them and fixing them up. If you find an animal that needs help, the center says use gloves and a towel to get it into a box and make sure there are breathing holes and bring that animal in.
The mayor has declared a state of emergency, this after severe storms rolled on through.
Let's go ahead and check in with our Shayla Reeves, who is in Cottage Grove right now, because Shayla, you showed us before some of that damage that people got to clean up. They got a lot of work on their hands today.
Oh, absolutely. We're seeing the impact, and this is just one neighborhood. If we take a look right over here, you can see a tree uprooted and toppled into the roadway. This is near the intersection of Douglas Court South and Point Douglas Road South off of Highway 61. And just behind this tree, there are a number of trees that have been toppled by this storm. Folks will be waking up in some neighborhoods still in the dark as Xcel Energy works to restore service. The mayor of Cottage Grove posted a message on social media urging people to stay off the roads on the west side of the city. Work is happening now. We know numerous neighborhoods again without power, roads flooded, numerous power lines down. As Xcel Energy works to restore that service, we do know that progress is underway. Some of the larger retail companies that are not too far from us, we know Hy-Vee one direction from us about 2 to 3 blocks, a Walmart another direction at 2 or 3 blocks. We have learned that service has been restored to both of those as of this morning. So folks will likely be making their way out as we get into the daylight hours. The mayor himself also out and about since this storm has rolled through, checking on some of those folks in the hardest hit areas, saying on social media that he was offering to help, but also he said he was pleased to see the community coming together and in the most difficult of times, people stepping up, helping each other, and a situation like this bringing out the best in those around him. So during these daylight hours that we're approaching, the mayor said that residents are urged to contact their insurance company and report any of the damage that they're seeing. The city is not going to be able to enter private properties to remove debris and trees. And Cottage Grove will be conducting some curbside pickup for those who have debris on private property. So this is still a very fluid situation. Again, that process of restoring service still underway. We will be out here throughout the morning, bringing you updates as we get them. Updates, of course, as people get up, look at what damage they have or look at what debris they need to be removed and what that cleanup process will look like for them and their families. Heather and AJ.
Yeah, still got a lot of work to do. And as you just mentioned, Shayla, a lot of people waking up right now and saying, yeah, we're going to have a lot of work to do. So we'll check in with you a little bit later. Thank you. Now, we also want to let you know, we know that thousands of people across the metro still waking up without power this morning. Here's a look at the Xcel Energy outage mount right now. There are about 800 outages. This impacts more than 11,000 customers. We know crews have been working all week to restore everything. The mayor of Cottage Grove has declared a state of emergency.
He says severe storms have damaged property and toppled trees. Shayla Reeves live this morning from Cottage Grove. And Shayla, you've certainly seen plenty of those toppled trees.
Oh, absolutely. We are seeing one just behind us here. We're near the intersection of East Point Douglas Road and East Point Douglas Court. Home here right off of Highway 61 nearby. You're seeing what they're seeing on the side of that home. A tree uprooted, landed into the roadway, and right on the other side of that tree, we've seen several others leaning over to the side. Just the impact of that system rolling through. The mayor of Cottage Grove on that state of emergency, he said he was able to visit some of the neighborhoods that were hardest hit just after this storm rolled through. In a social media post, he described seeing roads flooded, numerous neighborhoods without power, numerous power lines down, and city staff right now in contact with Xcel Energy as service efforts they're still underway to be restored. We know there are communities here that are waking up in the dark. This daylight will be helpful, though, as they work to assess the impact of this storm. So we're going to be out here throughout the morning working to bring you new information as we get it. We, just for a vantage point off Highway 61, one direction about 2 to 3 blocks from us is a Hy-Vee, another direction a Walmart. Both of those did lose service as the system rolled through, but they have been reporting on social media that they're back up and running. They do have power, and we know crews will be working to restore power to others without service at this hour. Heather and AJ.
Just the power of the wind taking that huge
and
tree
knocking it over
and
uprooted.
all of the uproots. All right, Shayla, thank you.
We're following that breaking news from overnight we told you about. The mayor of Cottage Grove declared a state of emergency. This is because of some of the storm damage you see here. Mayor Myron Bailey says property owners should contact their insurance company if they have any damage, because the city will not enter private property to remove trees or debris. Cottage Grove will be conducting curbside pickup of that private debris. You'll need to place the tree debris at the curb by Sunday. The city will also be removing or trimming trees along public streets.
And there were several reports of tornadoes yesterday in both Minnesota and Wisconsin. Check this out. Traffic cameras spotting this just off of I-94 near Baldwin, Wisconsin.
That is so scary to see. Take a closer look. It appears as a tornado warning was issued for that area. And soon after, the wind, the rain came whipping across the interstate. It stopped traffic for miles. Now, some people in the metro didn't even have a chance to fully clean up from our first two storms before they had to deal with this yet again.
Yeah, check this out in Andover. Major mess here. Last night, crews were using front loaders to clear the streets. Also in Andover, Lydia sharing these pictures from her hobby farm. Oh, wow. You see the tree split in half right over her garden and over a flipped gazebo there. Luckily, the birds that live in that hobby farm made it through and are okay.
And massive trees down all over the metro and beyond. I mean, split. They look like toothpicks here. This one came down near a home in Anoka.
And then look at this picture in Champlin.
Wow.
Huge tree, taking some of the ground with it when it tipped over. Another one that fell here on someone's house. And yet another one crushing a chain-linked fence.
Tell you what, a similar sight in Fridley. Look at the powerful winds. I mean, they pull trees out by the roots. Luckily, they fell onto the street and they did not fall onto nearby homes. Now, let's get back to that breaking news now, because our Shayla Reeves is live in Cottage Grove where that state of emergency has been declared. You know, Shayla, it's one thing when we first checked in with you at 5 a.m. because it was still dark out and we couldn't necessarily see the magnitude of the scope of it. But now that it's daylight, we can see that tree. It is huge. And you mentioned before, it's like this throughout the neighborhood.
Oh, absolutely. We are seeing the impact of this storm that barreled through, AJ. We're getting our daylight look, as you mentioned. This is what we're seeing at a home off of Highway 61. This is East Point Douglas Court and East Point Douglas Road. That tree literally lifted out of the ground, toppled onto the roadway. It's blocking half of the road here at this cul-de-sac. And stories like this playing out across Cottage Grove. We know the mayor of Cottage Grove did have a chance to get out into some of those hardest hit areas. And he was again urging residents to not only report damage to insurance, but also make sure that they stay off the roadways on the city's west side. The reason for it, they're dealing with trees down, they're dealing with debris. And of course, folks are going to be waking up this morning trying to see what exactly happened to my home. What am I going to have to be cleaning up? What am I going to need to report? So folks will be trying to piece together exactly what they need to in their home. So the mayor did have a chance again to travel through those hardest hit areas. He said when he did that, just in the initial burst of the storm, he was saying he saw numerous roads flooded, numerous power lines down, numerous people waking up without power. So the Public Works Department is going to be out and about working to remove some of those trees. We're told city staff has been in contact with Xcel Energy during that power restoration process. I did have a chance to speak with someone driving by a short time ago. They live in this neighborhood as well. They're still without service and said they've been without service now for several hours. Just to give you an idea of our proximity, we're about 2 to 3 blocks one direction from the Hy-Vee off of Highway 61, 2 to 3 blocks another direction from the Walmart off of 61. Both of those at some point here during this storm, they did lose power, but we are learning that service has been restored to both of those locations, so folks can use those now that we're into the daylight hours. So at this point, despite the challenges, the mayor of Cottage Grove is saying he is proud of this community. He said he's seen himself witnessing firsthand neighbors helping neighbors, saying that in situations like this, with events like this, we see the best in each of us. Heather and AJ.
Well, Shayla, really quick while you're out there, because we see that tree behind you, and I'm curious as far as perspective, like the roots of that tree where it's uprooted, how tall is that? For how many Shaylas tall are the roots of that tree? Because we saw it before and it looked massive, but I'm curious if we could learn how tall is that?
Well, just to give you an idea of the impact, if I were to stand by that tree, it's likely taller than I am. I'm about just 5'3" and a half.
Yeah.
And when you're looking at that, it's massive there. And yeah, so it's going to be quite the process here trying to get this cleared up today.
I'm just thinking that the power of Mother Nature to pull that out of the ground and tip it there.
The roots, too, to just rip them out of the ground. Shayla, thank you so much.